There's people that's changing votes.
Who?
People across the United States.
Where did you hear this?
All over.
We can't ignore it. We're talking about having dead people vote, number one.
Should Trump have appealed more to the dead person vote?
Should he appeal? We just need fairness.
To me, the biggest fraud is, unfortunately, the millions of voters that voted for Biden that were brainwashed by the media.
Everybody said this fake news.
Stand on your flag.
Yeah.
It's a big flag.
Yeah, please don't stand on it.
It's also not an American flag.
Stars and stripes on it, brother. Just appreciate it if you don't stand
Doesn't
on
it?
it.
It feels like it's mostly Donald Trump obscuring the
Still,
flag.
appreciate it if you don't stand
To
on
be
it.
honest, if anybody's disrespecting a flag, I think it's the 10-foot-high Donald Trump.
I have an analogy. In the NFL, there's a close play. What do? They review it, right? And sometimes it takes them 15 minutes or delays the game. They got to look at every little technicality.
Let me do one. I got an analogy. It's like the NFL. There's a game, okay? It's the Lions versus the Packers. The Lions lose. Everybody goes home. But the Lions stay on the field, and they say, we didn't lose. And everybody's like, well, if you look at the scoreboard, it's like,
He didn't lose.
Who didn't lose?
Trump.
But he had less votes.
Oh, yeah, but you got to take California out of the equation, and he wins the national.
If you definitely discount certain people, then the numbers add up in your favor.
Okay.
For what? You want a flag to stop the steal, bro? They stole it. Stole it blatantly.
What's the evidence?
The mail-in ballots, first of all, we all know the whole corona was to send the mail-in ballots out to steal the election, along with the voting machines are all compromised.
So wait. The corona was created to create...
The Democrats are working with the communist Chinese to put Biden in because China has blackmail on Joe Biden. That is a fact.
Do you have that on any t-shirt?
No.
People are stealing our election. It's obvious. This is our country. People are stealing our election.
How are they stealing the election?
Because they're putting voter fraud. It's suspicious.
How are they putting voter fraud? Department of Homeland Security said it was the most secure election America's ever.
Who's that? That's one guy like you and me, Broseph.
That's Donald.
One guy like you and me.
That's Donald Trump's Department of Homeland
That's
Security.
excellent. And so, because one person says something, that's definitely means what it is.
That's the government, and the court. Trump's lawyer said there's no fraud.
Don't try and twist me, baby. I've been in politics for a long time. Don't try and twist me, baby.
You're in politics.
I am the regional Tea Party chairman in Fredericksburg, baby.
You're the Tea Party?
I'm the Tea Party, baby. I'm the regional Tea Party chairman in the Fredericksburg region. Come on, fake news. What you got? Go find yourself a safe space. We are patriots.
Let me get this straight. You're yelling at me to find a safe space, and you have elevated yourself with a megaphone, and you have a shield.
They were having trouble facing the reality at hand, though there were occasional signs of progress.
Something fitting about a U-Haul truck here.
Yet no one seems to acknowledge that Trump's legal defense is crumbling. It doesn't matter, though. For these guys, some battles never end.
What is that? Is that Trump? That's Trump on a Confederate flag?
That's a Confederate flag, yeah. See that, CNN? See that? Dixie still lives. Cold water.
Buddy, you don't know how to pick a winner. You might as well put a Jets hat on.
If they don't trust this election's narrative, which the rest of the world is seeing, what do they trust?
I trust Trump and what he says and what he knows. You know, I don't trust the media that much.
So the only person you really believe is Donald Trump himself?
That's not the only person I believe.
Who else do you believe?
I mean, ultimately, I believe Jesus is king and I believe the Bible.
That's like two. So you got Jesus and Trump.
No, I trust a lot of people, my friends, my family.
What do you say to critics?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson, Jesus, and Donald Trump.
And more. I can go on and on if you want.
No, I think I get the picture.
We used to like Fox. We don't like Fox. We don't like MSNBC. We don't like CBS. We don't like any of the fake news channels because they lie all the time.
What happened to Fox? Was it their COVID coverage that turned you off?
No.
What about Hannity?
I like Hannity. Tucker.
And Tucker.
Yes.
So just 2 hours every day of Fox News, otherwise it's a complete boycott.
Yes, absolutely.
Even Fox wasn't welcome at this MAGA-palooza, which was feeling less like the peace and love of Woodstock and more like the buzzkill at Altamont. Signaling the end of an era complete with actual knife violence.
For you guys, the liberal media, I have one word for you. You are controlled by the deep state.
That's like 4, 5, 6 words, 10 words.
You.
That's even 2. That one's even 2.
Pushing fake news.
And I have one word for you, fake news. You. The silent majority.
2 words. That's 2 words.
You.
Can no one in the MAGA world count?